It's Friday the 18th of October 2019 today, and all sorts are going on. Apollo and Farouk seem very peaceful in the paddock at the moment, but there are a lot of people about at the moment. I'll show you later on. And Apollo had a premiere. He managed to open his stable door and got out on his own, and since he couldn't get into the paddock, he thought, well, then I'll just take the lawn instead, with the visible result of his shoes there. Well, look at those hoof prints on our lawn, and those hoof prints, or damn hoof prints as they say over here in Yorkshire, actually they should have been there. And it's not just a bit, no, it's everywhere. Because trust Apollo to do anything he does thoroughly. And there is one of those unexpected guests, a guy from BT Open Reach that had to check the base of that pole for safety reasons. Totally unexpected, unannounced, but then again, the more the merrier. And there they are, all the vans and cars of the people that are working here at the moment. And it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. And amongst all this, Tara is working out Farouk's stable. And there is a little digger that turned out still to be too big to do the job on the spot it's supposed to do it. So that will be replaced, and they will start now on Tuesday. And up there are people that are going to take away our old aerials that are not anymore in use because we got a satellite dish. And they're gonna clean the gutters as well for the autumn and winter to come. And in the kitchen everything is at full steam as well, because today they're going to bring the blue granite worktops and put them in. So yeah, loads of stuff going on.
Some of you that read my community page will remember 11 months ago I was interested in buying a colt. I particularly liked the idea of a Lusitano, not only because of their movement, but because of their nature. They're very people orientated, as are our Friesian and Arabian horses. This is very important to us. I did go to see a stud that was near us. They didn't have Lusitanos, but they have top quality horses. It's called Mount St John. And Emma showed me a mare that was unbroken, but was in foal, to be foaled last May. And we agreed a price, or I thought we'd agreed a price, but unfortunately it turned out that she wanted VAT on top, which put the mare out of our price bracket, really. Renz has had a couple of riding lessons with instructor Tori Peter. She has a Lusitano, which she bought in Portugal. Through her contacts in Portugal, she came across a mare which she felt was going to be suitable to breed from, but unfortunately she failed the vet miserably, and that's where we left it. Since then I've decided that getting a mare to put in foal is just going to be too much for me to have eventually the mare, the foal, Farouk, and help Renz with Apollo. I've now decided just to have a foal up to a year old. I want one because I've never had one, and before I get any older I would dearly love to bring up my own horse from a foal or a yearling. I'm very lucky that my hubby Renz is also very keen on us getting a youngster. We are having a third stable built. We're also having a bigger hay store. Some of you will recognise Dave and Anthony, from when they did the patio for us. They're taking down our hay and miscanthus store, as you see in this short clip, and they're moving it and re-erecting it just behind the cottage. This is so that they can get the ground ready for the concrete.
You just demolished a home there.
Yeah, that's it.
Unfortunately, a family of mice are now homeless. I hope they manage to go next door.
There'll be Salvation Army tonight for them.
Yeah.
The old hay and miscanthus pellet storage is being dismantled right now to make place for the new stable that's going to be erected there. And there will be a lean back to the new stable, the old stables, and the new tech room that is going to be placed here. The old storage will be replaced near that yellow tipper there, temporary or maybe even definite, it depends on how it turns out. And so this is all in preparation for the new tech room here and the stable next to the existing tables that probably will be put down somewhere in January, but the groundworks, the concrete bases and stuff like that will be put in sometime next week. So this is the start of it. Just looking at a strong lad that is.
Yeah, well, I've just asked them. We just could do with 2 people really. Just one at middle and one there. So as soon as I move that brace, it'll go. Yeah. So obviously I'm just going to try and ease it, and then we can prop it against fence. But I was just saying to her, obviously the felt stripped on that corner bit there. So, yeah, well, you know, it's and obviously them bits there, a couple of them are split, but he's nailed them rather than screwed. Oh, okay. So, but
Unfortunately, there wasn't enough strength in the roof for them to carry it across in one piece, so they had to dismantle it and start again.
And this is all that's left of the old hay and pellet storage. Floor will be taken up and be replaced at the other side as well. So with some luck, beginning next week, everything will be on the other side of the stables, and there'll be room here to put up the new stable and the lean-on storage space on the back of the stables. We'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope everything works out well.
That's a big one. Lovely autumn colours.
That's not even all of it. There's still some on the other side. It goes into the blue garden and all.
It's the 22nd of October 2019. We've had a frost this morning. The boys are in the field, so we'll be going to check on them very shortly. It's 7:30 in the morning. I just want to check to make sure the water trough isn't frozen. Stunning sunrise. I don't know whether it's because it's been frosty, but just lovely. So, bring in the digger, take 2.
So we've now arrived with the smaller version, which is what they ordered, and they'll be taking the old, well, not the old, put the other ones away.
Ike said it was too cold for him and he wanted his jumper on because he's clipped. We've decided we're going to make the hay and miscanthus store permanent, and we're going to have sides on. As you can see, they're doing that now. When the lean-to hay store is finished, we will use this shed purely for the miscanthus.
Brand new one? Yeah, yeah. Just literally put the lid in. I thought we were doing it well.
Is that the last pack?
Yes. Yeah. Don't think there's any more.
I think it worked out about 46 boards and we've got 50, so...
Yeah, yeah.
there's what, Is there? You know somebody who can take stumps out? You got a stump out of the corner? Yeah, 'cause I mean we've got our guy. He's got a stump out.
I won't be backing my new horse until he's at least 3. I will then decide, once he's backed and ridden away for a year, whether he's going to be more suitable for me in my old age than Farouk. One of them will be sold at that time, so we're probably looking at a minimum of 4 years from now.
Our new miscanthus store is looking pretty good. Of course, it's got hay in at the moment because, of course, we've got no hay store. But that is just going to be for miscanthus later on, when the stable's finished. Well, started and finished. Handy little things. They've hit an awfully big root, or tree stump should I say, there. So we're going to have to get the stump grinder out to get that one out.
About right, really. We just need to level it off now.
That's all for now, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the news about the foal and are as excited as I am. TTFN.